What up, guys? CatupDCG here today with a post-rotation draft list of Metagross. It has been getting a bit of hype in post-rotation format. I have not tested. I'm busy testing in Worlds format, so I don't have much insight on post-rotation. But I know it's being hyped, and so I will try to deliver what other people think will be good, and try to make the list as best to my ability based on the hyped meta, which realistically, most of the stuff that I'm going to make a deck profile for probably won't show up, but still. So first we have Beldum. This is the only 70 HP Beldum. All the other ones are 60. I don't know if the 70 HP is relevant in post-rotation standard, but I figure it might as well be included. The other one has some sort of ability where it gets free retreat or something. I'm not quite sure what it does, but it does have 60 HP, which is a bit worse, I think. Once again, I'm not sure what numbers can't hit 70. I know, like, Alolan GX with Beast Energy hits 60, not 70. I guess that's a good scenario. Almost never actually matters, but it can matter. 2 Metang. I think this is the best Metang. I think the other one just does 20 damage, and it is for colorless energy, but I think Bullet Punch is better because it does 20 and gives you the addition to do 20 more, up to 60 damage, with a choice band that's 90, which means you can hit for really good numbers on a Gardevoir, or something fairy with just a couple heads and a choice band. Once again, probably won't matter, but just a side note. 3 Metagross GX, the ability Geotech System, basically, you can attach a Psychic or Metal Energy from your discard pile to your active Pokemon. So that means if your energy is discarded or you have a new active Pokemon, especially with something like Metagross GX, you can put energies back onto it. And that's part of the base of the deck, is Geotech System. Giga Hammer does 150, and it can't use Giga Hammer next turn. That usually doesn't matter too much. And then Algorithm, you basically take 5 cards from your deck and put them in your hand. You normally don't get to keep these, to be honest, but I feel like it's a good thing to have as a resource. Giga Hammer with a choice band really only one-shots Lele. With a Kukui, still doesn't really hit relevant numbers besides Buzzwole. So we do have Dhelmise, which allows it to hit for 190. If you think that you need to hit for 210, you could add Kukui. I had trouble finding space in the deck for Kukui, and I don't know that it actually will matter. So for now, I'm using this engine. Basically, you won't hit 210, but they will have Zoroark will have a really hard time being able to knock out Metagross. It cannot one-shot it, and it will have a hard time two-shotting it occasionally. So that's probably fine. And in the Zoroark matchup, you probably don't want to use the GX anyway. You probably want to be using the baby Metagross, which I have here. It's a good backup attacker in some matchups. Basically, you do 60, and the next turn it does 120. I don't know how this works. I think it just does 60 the first time, and then 120 each time after that. I don't remember at all, because to me, the wording makes it seem like it should do 60, 120, 180, 240, you know that. I feel like it just does 60 and then 120. It might do 60, 120, 60, 120. I'm not sure, but that is what it does. And then it has the ability Extend, which basically you can play Steven's Resolve and your turn doesn't end as long as it's your active. So if it's your active and you play Steven's Resolve, you can get a lot of good cards onto the field or whatever. So I feel like it's a pretty good card to play. One combo that I love with Metagross GX specifically, not so much the baby Metagross. I'm not sure where that fits in with the rest of the deck yet. But you can Geotech, or no, you Giga Hammer, they hit you, you can retreat into a different Metagross, and then max potion off the damage from the damaged Metagross, and then geotech the energies back on to the new active Metagross, and then Giga Hammer again. Like I said, Dhelmise, just allows you to hit for 190, which is good against Buzzwole. Not a huge thing. If you want to play Kukui, you can be able to hit 210. I don't know that it's necessary, but I don't know much about the format yet. One Alolan Vulpix with the Beacon attack, being able to search your deck for 2 Pokemon is just really good for the consistency of the deck, because aside from Vulpix, there really isn't any, so that's good. There should really be an Oranguru here too. There's a lot of cards that I feel like need to be in here but can't be. Like, I feel like Kukui, maybe, Oranguru, maybe even a couple Copycat or something. I'm not sure. This deck is pretty tight. I can probably make it better if I had a lot of time in testing. Right now I have very little time, and my testing is going towards a format that, in post-rotation, so bear with me. For Cynthia, for draw support, this seems like the best draw support in the format right now. And then, I like Copycat better than Judge, but most people are saying, go Judge, Copycat's bad. So, Judge, for now, is what I'm playing. 3 of them. We've seen this card before. It has been playable when we don't have N. I feel like people are freaking out about our draw support when really, there's been worse. Like, I feel like in the format that we are in right now, Cynthia can usually be better than Sycamore. And we've had formats where it's just Sycamore and Judge, which is not very nice. Now we have Cynthia and Judge and Copycat, so, I mean, not too bad. 3 Guzma, just because you need to attack. Some things on the bench. You can one-shot Lele's, which is very nice. That's where a lot of the time the deck gets its prizes from, which is kind of unfortunate, but 2 Steven's Resolve. Basically, you switch your deck for up to 3 cards, put them in your hand, and then your turn ends. But if you have the baby Metagross active, your turn does not end. So basically, this can be sort of, you can extend your stuff more. So maybe, especially if you, like, you just got a Metagross knocked out, you can get stuff for more Metagrosses, like, you know, a Beldum, or like you say you have a Beldum, you can get like a Rare Candy Metagross Metal Energy or whatever, so you can power up another Metagross. This is just a completely theoretical thing, but whatever. 2 Apricorn Maker, I think this is going to be the replacement for Bridget. I'm using it with Nest Balls. So far, 2 Lele, 2 Apricorn Maker, 3 Nest Balls is what I'm going for this one. I'm not sure that that's correct, but like I said, bear with me. 4 Ultra Ball for getting out Pokemon. Apricorn Maker can also be good late game for Ultra Ball, which is why I think it's pretty awesome. 4 Rare Candy, because you're playing a very clunky Stage 2 deck, so Rare Candy is very important. 3 Nest Ball, so that you can get max use out of your Apricorn Maker. If one's prized, doesn't matter, because you only grab 2. If 2's prized, just grab a Nest Ball and an Ultra Ball. You can't prize all your ball cards, so I guess that's nice. 3 Max Potion, because you need to heal. Like I said, that combo's really nice. 3 Choice Bands, so that you can one-shot Buzzwole GX and Lele. 2 Switch, so that you can switch. 1 Rescue Stretcher, just to recycle Pokemon. And then there's no Super Rod, so fun. But we do have, if I can count, I think there's 5, no, not 5, 10 Metal Energies and 1 Psychic Energy. You could cut a Metal Energy for something like an Oranguru. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, this is a pretty probably bad draft list, to be perfectly honest, but this is what I could come up with. This is, sorry about that. This is as good as I can get for just whipping something off the top of my head, basically. I mean, a little more effort went into it than that, but that's basically what happened. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Right now, I'm doing a lot of post-rotation content, so if you're looking for post-rotation decks, I think I'm going to be uploading the most recently. So, yeah, just look out for post-rotation deck profiles, leave a like on the video, and subscribe to CatPTCG.